Wait, so yeah, my bad. I was a year too late.
Mhm.
And welcome back to the Riding E podcast. Got my boy Elijah right here.
Good, y'all.
Got Ron, myself, and we got a fun one today. We got a good one. We want to talk about what happened to the Lakers, bro. What 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 went wrong?
All right. Just today is only going to be about the Lakers and how the world's going to end because we lost in the first round. Uh, it's pretty simple. The reason why we got bounced in the first round is because we're an off season that we had and injuries. Simple as that. And we was fully healthy. We was 21-6. It was the number one seed in the West. So you can't tell me that us going into the playoffs how fully healthy we're gonna lose in the first round. I don't think any and people had us beating the Suns either way with us having Braun and AD out. Not even out, but just hurt.
Yeah, I did.
But it's just I know injuries are part of the game, but when two of your best players and especially the player that you're building your team around are hurt, you're not gonna get that far. And I know I said I had this winning the championship, but if you had told me that AD was going to be out a lot of those games, and Braun was going to be at least 85 to 80% healthy, I would have told you, nah, we're not going to win the championship. Now, I even said it in the previous videos that we had. There were multiple times where I said, this does not look like a championship team. You guys can go back and check the videos. I said that multiple times. But even though I said we could win a championship, there were also times I said, this doesn't look like a championship team. You know, we have players such as Dennis Schroeder, who's just not ready to be a Laker. But we said it best. You got some players who can't handle being a Los Angeles Laker. You know, we've seen it with D'Angelo Russell. We also seen it. I guess you could say Randall, because the reason why we didn't resign him because he didn't want to play on a bronze shadow. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Injuries and short off season. You know, I think all the teams that made it past the second round, besides who else made it? Besides the Nuggets last year, all the teams that made it past the second round last year got eliminated in the first round. Either got swept and we just lost, and Portland just lost as well. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. You know, for me, I'm getting the 2013 vibes when we lost to the Mavericks and we got swept by the Mavericks. You know, that's how I'm feeling. But for me, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it. I hate to say it, but this is probably one of the best things that can happen to us. Even though it sucks losing a playoff game, an elimination game at that, at our home court, you know, it sucks. But for us, we finally get the all-season after the bubble. You know, we only had about 71 days of rest compared to other teams having at least 115 days off, while we only barely have 70 days off. And especially, I think it's going to benefit out of everybody in the group. It's going to benefit AD because AD was hurt during the finals. I think everybody remember that, especially the game where Danny Green missed the game winning shot in Game 5. You know, AD left it off on the floor. I think he had like 34, 7, and 8. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I know he had like 34 points. But he went off in Game 5 in that series. You know, I felt like if we would have ended the series right there, I could have helped just a little bit to just give him a couple of days. But you know, I don't know. I expect us to have a lot of roster changes. You know, from my other Twitter account, I did like this little thing for like how mad would you be on a scale of 1 to 10 if so and so wasn't on the roster. And for me, I had Drummond at a 4, and I had Mark at 7. So that kind of tells you how I feel about those two. For me, I believe Mark, even though he started off with a slow start, I think everybody remembers that. Everybody was going off on Mark, like, oh, he's terrible, he sucks, he's too slow. Yeah, he's slow, but every time he checked into the game, our offense just went like that, just went up to 100% effort. You know, Mark will either come in, diamond out to LeBron for an easy lob or easy two, or he'll give it up to AD, just send him up in the post. And he's not only a great passer, but he's also a great, not great, but he's a good spotter. You know, he'll come in, top the key to shoot the three, and he'll get like 2 or 3 of those a game. But for the Dennis situation that we have, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. You know, there were some games where he'll go off for like 22, 23 points a game, and then it'll just be the contract game, as I call it, where he'll just score like 0 points. You know, it's just Dennis is. I don't know. I don't think he's the type of player that can handle being a Laker. You know, he kind of threw some fits here and there, talking about how he doesn't feel like he's the true point guard of the team and how he wants to lead a team. You're not going to lead a team. We got LeBron, let alone Anthony Davis on your team. And it doesn't matter who you are. You're not going to do that. I'm not saying that you can't have your input on a team, but you're not going to have the final say when LeBron's on the team. But, you know, looking off on Game 6, you can definitely take some positives away from that. You know, you had THT coming to the game, even though he was down. I believe he was down like 15 to 13 points, and he'll come in the game to start getting his own shot. You guys were going on me for saying that THT was special. Even though we lost the game, THT played a pretty good game. He was the only player I can say besides Harrell, and we all know Harrell's situation. He's just coming off the bench, and he'll have some DMPs, and he'll just come off the bench and just light a spark for us. So for us, we are gonna have a couple free agents that who I want back. I definitely want THT, Caruso, but for Dennis, I'm not sure we can give him that 4-year that 4-year deal. I don't think we can do that. I think we can give him like a 2-year deal. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Just gotta get healthy. That's my little rant.
Yes, sir. It's my turn. Yes. All season long, the whole NBA world had to put up with toxic Lakers fans saying Lakers in 5. When the Nets got Harden, all you saw was Lakers in 5. Let me tell you this, bro. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I had y'all winning in the finals too. I didn't think, Broad and AD was going to be as banged up as they were. And I just think, having AD out really cost y'all. Like, y'all team just looked completely different without AD there. And I was surprised. I thought LeBron would be a little bit more aggressive when AD went down. He was a little passive. But, I mean, he was dealing with his own injuries, too. So, I mean, what can he really do? He tried his best, though. But y'all was hyping up this Andre Drummond signing mid-season. Oh, we got Drum. We got Drummond. Look how that playing out. You over here arguing what? Dennis Schroeder better than Colin Sexton? Like, he puts up a donut. Hey, Laker. What? Rob Pelinka. Hey, I'm your guy. If you want to sign somebody, I'm your guy. I can put up 0 and get 84 million. I can do that. But enough aside, bro. I mean, y'all gonna need to change up some rosters. Dennis, he's gone. I think Drummond's gone. Kuz is gone. I support my man Kuz.
I got a whole segment for that. I got a whole segment for him.
I just think Kuz would be put in the right situation. I just don't think he fits. Like, young players in Lakers don't fit. I'm sorry. Sure, I guess THT, whatever. But and also Frank Vogel's rotations on like game 5 or 6, like not playing Montrezl Harrell. I don't get that. How you become the 6th man of the year one year, then the next year you getting 0 minutes in the playoffs. That just doesn't make sense, especially with AD hurt. Like, he's a guy who can create a spark for you. He's an energy guy. He can, provide some offense. But I mean, hey, if y'all want to put Markieff Morris in there, which I don't know what he did, but hey, be my guest. But yeah, bro, LeBron looked exhausted out there. And, I mean, it was tough, bro. But Go ahead. You say you had a rant for Kuzma? My boy Kuz.
Free Kuz, man. Free Kuz.
Free Kuzma.
Here, all right. I'm not gonna Kirk. My Kirk off is this. I'm not gonna sound intelligent. I'm not gonna make valid points. I'm gonna do this very calmly. Here's the thing about Kyle Kuzma. Okay, I still believe to this day he was a draft steal for us in the 2016 draft when we got him, I believe 26th or 27th overall.
Yeah.
You know, he came out of Utah. He was a great player out of Utah as well. But for me, I believe the reason why I get so frustrated watching him play is because I think he just has so much potential. But when you have so much potential and you're not working on anything, it's not. All right, we back. But here's the thing. Kyle Kuzma has so much potential, but for him, that's the reason why I get so frustrated. Because I remember those days where he'll come off, he'll be a great scorer. He'll come and give us at least 20 points, and then there'll be some nights where he could drop 30, you know? But for me, it's like the way he plays, it's like he plays on freelance. Everybody's got their offense set up. It's like a 4v5 when Kuzma's on the floor. Because he'll get the ball, he'll do his little pivot, the little fake, and then he'll just drive to the free throw line, and just chuck it up. And
Hey man, free Kuzma,
man, free Kuzma, man. Like he needs to work on one thing and one thing only. If he's gonna be a scorer, he gotta work on his shot. If he's gonna work on his ball handle, like he said, he needs to do that. If he's gonna work on his defense, he needs to work on that. He can't be working on he can't give everything 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. He needs to give some either 50-50 or 100%, just work on one thing. Kuzma, we keep saying that, whoa, Kuzma's got to be in the right position, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yo, we don't put him in every position that we can. At one point, he was starting with Braun when Braun came in, and then when AD he came off the bench. We keep giving him all these positions, and it's kind of like, yo, at one point, you got to step it up. Either you got to step it up or you go to Cleveland. But I don't know. It's sad that every time when I see Kuzma check in, I'm like, all right, our offense is going to suck for a little bit. He come out. And you're going off from Montrez, you're right. It doesn't make sense that you have a 6-man a year getting DNP. It doesn't make sense. You got Markieff, who just comes in and gets you like 1-3 a game and have like a -12 per game. But I don't know. I guess the reason why Keith gets more minutes is because he spaces the floor. But in Vogel's defense, he trusts a lot there on defense. There'll be some times where I'm like, he get in the paint. I'm like, man, that's barbecue chicken. That's barbecue chicken. That's easy 2 points right there. But you're right. He gives you that spark that you need. He was like a little Dwight Howard. You know, he'll get in people's faces. He'll give you 10, 12 points a game maybe, and then he'll just bring the intensity. And I don't know. For me, I would love to have Harold back. I feel like we, Lakers organization, owe him the biggest apology because we basically, it's kind of like, you know, you're with one friend group, right, and you're not feeling them. You go to another friend group and they're like, oh, come over here, we're better than blah, blah, blah. And the friend groups are rivals or whatever, right? You go to a different school. Let's just say that you go to a different school and they're your rival school, right? And then they treat you like dirt. And now you look like a clown. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's for me, it's kind of embarrassing to see Trez do that. Because I guarantee you, Trez will definitely be getting a lot more minutes if he was on the Clippers right now. Especially with the way Ibaka's been playing. But yeah, we definitely owe Trez an apology, and I believe we got him on a 2-year, 15.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't think it's a 1-year deal, but I definitely. I'm not saying that we should have him start because he's not going to start. We got Braun and AD at the 2 and the 3, not the 2 and the 3, but the 3 and the 4. He's not going to start, but maybe he could take Kuzma's spot as the sixth man, maybe, and have Kuz as the seventh. But yeah, man, that I don't know. I don't know, man. There's gonna be a lot of changes. There's gonna be a lot of changes coming.
Is there that one guy that you feel like the Lakers need to go after this offseason? Is there one guy in particular? Don't say it.
Hey, if you know me, you already know what I'm about to say.
Oh my God! Everybody's probably already seen it on Twitter already.
Yeah, Dame Dollar in LA, man. You heard Dame. Dame said, "Braun, make the call." But nah, I don't. You're right. We can't. I don't see how we can make that financial. Like it can't happen. I'm not sure about that. You know, maybe we can get rid of It's that Luau Dang contract, the dead cap that's really messing us up. That's like $560 million right there. And then you gotta realize that we gotta resign. Our first thing that we should focus on before getting anybody new is bringing back our old players. You know, I definitely believe that we need to bring THT back, Caruso, and Mark. I think Mark's on a 1 year.
Yeah, Mark's
I believe.
Yeah.
And then I think Drummond got to go because I don't think he's going to accept whatever the minimum offer that we give him. Not minimum, but like barely minimum offer. But I mean, if they feel like they want to run it back like Wesley Matthews said, then they're going to have to take some big time pay cuts. Because the LeBron and AD contracts are kind of messing this up. Not messing this up because they're doing their thing, but it's kind of like, yo, we can only give you so much help with the amount of money y'all got from us. But I'm not sure a specific player that we need to go after for, because I'm not sure how this free agency class is going to go. I'm not sure who's a restricted and who's a unrestricted. But we need shooters. Every time we get like these past two off seasons, we like, oh, we got the shooter we need. We got Danny Green. We got Ben McLemore. Ben didn't even play the last game.
Yeah, he was hyping him up
like,
too.
Hey, his first game against Brooklyn, he had like what? He had like 7 threes, something like that.
Yeah, he did.
And so it's kind of like, yo, we had him, we just didn't play him. But yeah, we need shooters, and I feel like we need a player who can come off the bench. Besides, not saying that Braun and AD come off the bench. We need a player in general, besides AD and Braun, that can give you 20. We can't be thinking that Kuz might go off or Dennis might go off. We need a reliable third scorer because we didn't have that. Mm-hmm. A lot of times we just rely on AD and Brown to carry us and have Dennis getting at least 10 to 12 points. You know, but we need that other four. We need a ball handler. I'm not saying you should get back Rondo because Rondo's old, but we need like not mid-age, but like a young enough, old enough that who can ball handle and can give you 20. That's what I believe that we need. I don't know any specific players. Again, I don't know how this raging class is coming up, but we need that third player that can ball handle and score.
Yeah, bro. I think that was the biggest issue. Y'all didn't have that reliable third option. Like, y'all kind of just relying on players that just kind of go off out of nowhere. Like, maybe one night KCP will go off, or maybe one night Kuzma might go off, or another night Dennis might go off. Like, you guys are kind of relying on the unknown as that third guy. So I think, like, getting that third guy this season is going to be, like, crucial, I think.
Yeah.
But, so quick, get off topic real quick. You know, we got a big Game 7. Clippers, Mavs. Who you got in Game 7, bro?
Here's the thing. Luka, if Luka can go off, drop you that 40, and then Chris Thompson give you 15, just 15 points, I got the Mavs winning. But if you got Luka dropping 50 and Chris Thompson giving you 8 points, Clippers got that game. Like I said, every time KP gives you 15 to 20 with Luka going off, you can't beat the Mavs. You can't. Because you can't stop Luka. You're not gonna stop no 7'3" center. Nah, I ain't gonna call him center. We call him It's a body on the court, because that's how he's been playing, like a body on the court. It's sad that he got Boban in the game when he's over here doing goldfish commercials. Like, come on, man, like step up. But yeah, we're not even gonna worry about Luka, because Luka's gonna do his thing. Even with the little shoulder injury they had, he's gonna do his thing. He's been doing that this entire series, so we don't even gotta worry about is Luka gonna go off again. We're not gonna worry about that.
Yeah,
we need to worry about either Tim Hardaway giving you them spot up threes from Luka, and we need to worry about KP giving you at least 15 points. If those two players can do that, the Mavs can win, and it shouldn't even be going to 7 because they shouldn't have closed it out last night. But yeah, I still got the Mavs winning this series. I'm not trying to be biased towards the Clippers, but when you have the two best wing defenders and you got them on Luka, and Luka's going off with like at least 30 a game for each of the series, come on, man, you gotta do better than that. It don't make sense. You got the two best wing defenders, and Luka going off for 30, 35 plus, and even 50. Yeah, I got the Mavs in 7.
Well, I'm gonna stay with my prediction. I predicted that the Clippers will win in 7. I'm not confident in that pick at all, but like Ty Lue finally did what he should have been doing since game 1, which was like keep Kawhi primary on Luka. Like I don't want to see Marcus Morris. I don't want to see Paul George on him. They're getting cooked. Get them off of him. Why is Zubac out there trying to guard? Like
he's getting switched on them on the pick and rolls.
Like exactly. So I like the adjustment. Like they're kind of hedging now. They kind of keep their like best defenders on them. So I like that. But bro, I need Paul George to come through with me, bro.
Yeah, this is how he usually falls, man. I know we are, but like if Paul George slacks out, give you like 13 or 8 points, your chat gonna be on your head. Just I mean, it's not like you haven't been saying like this is the time where because you've been saying that. You've been saying that. I gotta give you that. You have been saying that. But man, if Paul George folds, I can't put him in the top 10, top 15 players in the league. I can't do that because he constantly folds when you need him the most. What other superstar or just star in general, besides maybe Giannis sometimes? Because Giannis there were some games he didn't play good.
Yeah.
But besides those two, what other stars can you say are known for folding when you need them the most? There's not that many. I'm not saying that I'm wishing Paul George has a bad game, because if he do that, I truly believe that's going to hurt his legacy. Like if we talking about LeBron, his legacy being hurt because this is his first time, even though Jordan's got but beaten in the first round multiple times. This is going to hurt this player's legacy. This is going to hurt Paul George's legacy. He's just going to be known for folding in game 7s or elimination games or just playoff or just playing off playoff series. So this is the game where if he's going to go off. This is the game where he needs it.
Exactly. I wouldn't like it no better than Paul George dropping 40 this game to shut up the haters, get everybody off of my line. But bro, we'll see. Kawhi was outstanding last game.
Yeah.
So hopefully he didn't burn himself out, doing what he did. But if I see Reggie Jackson as the second leading scorer again,
you can just gonna be some problems. It's gonna be some problems.
But yeah, bro.
Yeah, my little rant. Everybody warned me for my predictions, but hey. Got 18 chips, y'all don't, so I ain't even care. But yeah, hey man, that's gonna do it for this video. Sorry for the prolonging it. I've been on vacation, just now getting back. Going back to the uploads, we're still gonna be making videos on the NBA playoffs, and if anything breaks for the NFL, we're always gonna be on it. But thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Catch y'all guys later.
Peace.